Hey everyone, welcome back to Codes of An channel. So from today onwards, we are going to build the Rapido clone app. Series we are going to learn about Rapido functionality. Plus, we are going to focus on responsive UI as well. And so this series will be much more interesting and knowledgeable. Okay, and this series is absolutely for beginners. And before jumping into video, so as usual, this series will be in both two languages, English and Telugu, so that everyone can able to understand. And one more thing, I have provided the Netflix whole code in my GitHub, so you can go and check out there. And those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe, follow for more videos on React Native. And yeah, that's it. Without wasting time, let's start the video. So if you see here, I just simply created a React Native. So basically this project we are going to work on React Native CLI only, so that as you guys demanded. Okay, so what I did, nothing but I just simply created a project just to save our time. It will take some time to install dependencies to create a project structure. I haven't done anything. Even if you run this command npx react native init your project name, I kept it as Rapido clone only. So and this is the basic code. By default code you will get from the React Native, and right now this is in TypeScript. Okay. So in this video, we are going to what we are going to do first. We are going to create a project setup, okay, and after that we are going to install the packages. What are the packages we need? So this is the by default code we'll get from the project. Okay, right now we'll close this. So what we are going to do first, let's create a folder structure. Okay, so let's create src. So whatever our whole code will be in src folder. Okay. So inside src I'm going to create a folder called components. I'm tell you like what exactly component, what we are going to store it in components. Okay, and let's create a one more folder called as in src. Basically I'm going to name it as screens only, and I'm going to create one more folder and I'll say it as utils, like colors, themes, everything we are going to store it in utils. Okay, now quickly let me explain it in Telugu as well. So నేనేం చేశానంటే ఇక్కడ ఇనిషియల్గా ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ అయితే క్రియేట్ చేశాను, ర్యాపిడో క్లోన్ అని చెప్పి నేమ్ ఇచ్చేసి. సో మీకు ఆ ప్రాజెక్ట్ యొక్క హౌ టు క్రియేట్ మీకు ఐడియా లేదు అంటే కనుక రియాక్ట్ నేటివ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలనేసి. సో npx react native init అండ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ నేమ్. సో నేను ఆ కమాండ్ లైన్ అనేది డిస్క్రిప్షన్ కూడా ప్రొవైడ్ అయితే చేస్తాను. ఓకే, ప్లీజ్ రన్ దట్ ఇన్ యువర్ టర్మినల్. సో బేసికల్గా మీకు ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఒక సెటప్ అయితే ఇచ్చేసింది. సో దీంట్లో చేంజెస్ ఏం చేయలేదు, బై డిఫాల్ట్ మీకు ఈ హోల్ కోడ్ అయితే వచ్చింది. సో వాట్ వీ డిడ్, వి జస్ట్ మనం ఒక ఎస్ఆర్సి ఫోల్డర్ని క్రియేట్ చేసాం. ఎస్ఆర్సి నథింగ్ బట్ సోర్స్. సో ఈ సోర్స్ ఫోల్డర్ లోపల నేను ఒక సబ్ ఫోల్డర్స్ అయితే క్రియేట్ చేశాను, కాంపోనెంట్స్కి, స్క్రీన్కి, యూటిలిటీస్కి, సో దట్ ఇట్స్ అ గుడ్ వే టు కోడ్. ఓకే, దట్స్ ఇట్. So now what we are going to do, so we just created this one and folders. Now let's install the packages. After that we'll work on the code. Okay, so open your browser. Initially if you want to navigate from one screen to other screen, we need a navigation. So search for React navigation. నథింగ్ బట్ ఒక స్క్రీన్ నుంచి ఇంకో స్క్రీన్కి వెళ్ళడానికి మనం నావిగేషన్ అయితే యూస్ చేస్తాము. సో దానికి సింపుల్గా రియాక్ట్ నావిగేషన్ సెర్చ్ చేయండి. సో ఇనిషియల్ లింక్ మీద క్లిక్ చేసి రీడ్ డాక్స్ క్లిక్ చేయండి. అండ్ ఇఫ్ యూ స్క్రోల్ డౌన్, సో it's your preference if you want to go with yarn, npm or pnp, it's up to you. I'm going to install using this command only. So simply copy this, open and paste it, hit enter. Okay, if you have a doubt like exactly where you are getting terminal means, you are not able to see terminal means, simply click on right side this second icon. Okay, If you click on this, you will get a terminal. Okay, so right now this command line was executed and it installed the dependencies. Now as usual, as I said before, like if you are using Expo project, then you have to run this command. Right now I'm using React Native CLI, so that's why I ran this command. Okay, so next we are going to install this line. Okay, simply copy this one, paste it and hit enter. And those who are using MacBook, like a Mac OS, you have to run this command, or else you can do cd space that just go into that iOS folder and run simply pod install. Okay, so that it will install the pod for your iOS. Right now I'm using Windows, so I cannot install the pod, so this command won't work. Okay, in Windows, nothing but. After that, simply scroll down and click on next. Okay, and you can click from here as well, left side. Same again, as I said, right, if you want to navigate from one screen to other screen, we use stack navigator. So simply copy this line, paste it and hit enter. So yeah, that's it. That's the packages we have to install. So now what we are going to do, I forgot there is a one more folder we have to create. Let me create a one more folder called routes. Now routes, what does this means? Like whatever the navigation, our whole navigation code will be in this folder only. Okay, we just simply separated our component just to make it a proper readable code. That's it. So to add this bunch of code, before what we are going to do, we are going to create a file in routes. Okay, I'll say app navigator. I'm going to name it as app navigator. Okay, .js. JS will be my extension, and RNFES I'm using snippet. I have already told in a lot of videos like what extension I'm using, and I have shown you as well. Okay, please check that out. So now go to app.tsx. Okay, app.tsx. So basically this is the entry point of our app. Okay, so let me drag this out. I don't know why my mouse is irritated, like it's not working properly. Okay, let me ignore this and simply Control A. Okay, it will automatically select the whole code and delete. Right now our app.tsx is empty. Okay, before adding our code, let me rename this. TSX means TypeScript. We are not going to use TypeScript here, so we are going to use JavaScript only. So .js, this is my extension, and let me add a snippet code RNFES. Okay, we are not going to use any style sheet here, right? So RNFE. Okay, so that it will simply create a functional block of code. That's it. So here simply copy this navigation container import line. Okay, paste it here. Sorry, it didn't copy it properly. Let me copy this again. Paste it here, and instead of this view, I am going to type navigation container. That's it. What I did, I just simply wrapped, instead of view, I just simply wrapped with navigation container, and I am going to call app navigator here. Now you have doubt like where exactly you got this app navigator means. As I said before, right, we created one file in app navigator. I'm just simply calling that file in app.js inside below inside navigation container. That's it. సో లెట్ మీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇన్ తెలుగు యాజ్ వెల్ క్విక్లీ. సో ఇక్కడ మనం ఏం చేసామంటే కనుక నావిగేషన్ యూజువల్గా మనకి నావిగేషన్ వర్క్ అవ్వాలి అంటే కనుక మన కోడ్ అనేది నావిగేషన్ కంటైనర్ లోపల ఈ బ్లాక్ లోపల ఉంటేనే మన కోడ్ అనేది వర్క్ అయితే లేదంటే ఎర్రర్ అనేది త్రో చేసేది. సో దానికి నేను ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేశానంటే రౌట్స్ లోపల మన హోల్ నావిగేషన్ కోడ్ అనేది దీంట్లోనే ఉంటుంది. సో యాజ్ యూజువల్ సెడ్ అంతకుముందు చెప్పినట్టు యాప్.js యొక్క ఫైలే ఇనిషియల్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఇన్ సింపుల్ వేలో చెప్పాలి అంటే కనుక ఎంట్రీ పాయింట్ నథింగ్ బట్ యాప్.jsలో నేను ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నా, మనం ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే రౌట్స్ లోపల యాప్ నావిగేటర్ కాల్ అయితే ఫైల్ ఏదైతే క్రియేట్ చేసామో ఇట్స్ సింపుల్ బేసిక్ కోడ్ ఏది, ఓకే, ఆ ఫైల్ని నేను యాప్.jsలో అయితే కాల్ అయితే చేశాను, దట్స్ ఇట్. అండ్ దీన్ని నేను నావిగేషన్ కంటైనర్ లోపల వ్రాప్ అయితే చేశాను. సో మన పీస్ ఆఫ్ కోడ్ అనేది వర్క్ అయ్యేటట్టు, దట్స్ ఇట్. యాప్.js యొక్క వర్క్ అయితే అయిపోయింది, డన్. Now simply app.js let's close this app.js here and now open app navigator. Don't get confused, app.js is different file and app navigator is different file. If you get confused, simply you can name it anything. I just simply created an app navigator just for reference purpose, that's it. So here in app navigator inside the route folder, okay, let's add this line, this import line of Control C. Below here let me give some space. Okay, if you see here create native stack, I just simply added the import statement at top in the app navigator, that's it. Now simply copy this line, const stack is equal to create native stack navigator here, and paste it below. And what next, you need to simply copy this line, this stack.navigator, this till the open point to closing tag, and instead of this view, whole view, simply paste it. Let me do from here. Oh, why my mouse is not working properly? Let me do it again. Control C. Control V. Okay, till here you got an idea, right? Let me explain it again. So what we did, we just simply initiated that React navigation packages. We have installed the whole React Native navigation packages. After that, we just simply removed our whole code in app.js, and we simply copied the navigation container command statement here, and we just navigation open tag and closing tag inside our navigation container. We just simply calling the app navigator which we created in the routes, that's it. And now what are the screens we have to call the screens here. What the screens means, what are the files we are going to create inside the screens, okay, we have to call here, then only you can navigate or you can do anything, otherwise it will throw an error, you cannot access that file name, okay. So you got an idea, right? Right now if you see here, our screens page is empty, so let's create two screens here. Inside screens, I'll say splash screen. Initially I'm going to show a splash screen, splash.js rnfes snippet I'm using, and after that again I'm going to create one more screen called home.js rnfes. Okay, what we did, we just simply created two files, one was home and other one was splash, okay, and I'm going to call these two screens. As I said, right, we have to initiate, otherwise it will throw an error. We have to call those screens here. If you want to access those screens, means you have to call it here. It's a keep it as, okay, mandatory. So let me call home. Make sure you have to import from the screens, otherwise it will throw an error. And one more thing, just try to keep this name as much as easy, because if you want to navigate now, you have to use this name only, okay. and same way I'm going to call it again other screen called splash, and make sure you have to import the splash as well, and splash. Okay, we'll keep it as order. So initially we have to show a splash screen, after that we have to navigate him directly to home screen. So this is our requirement. Okay, so before navigating and doing things, let's call this like a, okay, let me make it a proper way. So I just simply alt, if you are using Windows now, simply alt plus upper arrow, so that it will toggle the code line, that's it. And here there is a property called screen options. Basically, so inside the screen options, header shown, basically this by default will show an header we don't want, so I'm going to keep it as false, so that it won't show me any header. Okay, and one more thing, there is an initial route name. So here, what are the name you pass here, initially it will going to show that screen only. Okay, so initially I want to show splash screen only, so that's why I kept the name. And make sure what are the name you pass here, it has to be same here also. Okay, so before jumping into install remaining packages, let me explain this in Telugu as well. సో ఇక్కడ మనం ఏం చేసామంటే యాప్ నావిగేటర్ లోపల స్టాక్ నావిగేటర్ని కాల్ అయితే చేస్తున్నాం, యూజ్ అయితే చేస్తున్నాం. ఎందుకంటే మనం ఏదైతే స్క్రీన్స్ నావిగేషన్ చేయాలనుకున్నామో ఆ స్క్రీన్స్ మనకి ఎన్ని స్క్రీన్స్ ఉంటే ఈ ఫోల్డర్ లోపల అన్ని స్క్రీన్స్ మనం ఇక్కడ కాల్ అయితే చేయాలి. అదర్వైజ్ యూ కెనాట్ యూజ్ ఇట్, యూజ్ అయితే మీరు చేయలేరు అండ్ నావిగేట్ చేయలేరు బేసికల్లీ. సో దట్స్ వై ఇక్కడ నేను ఏం చేశాను అంటే 2 స్క్రీన్స్ అయితే క్రియేట్ చేస్తాను, ఒకటి స్ప్లాష్ స్క్రీన్, ఇంకోటి హోమ్ స్క్రీన్. ఆ రెండింటిని నేను ఇక్కడ నేమ్స్ అయితే పాస్ చేస్తాను అండ్ ఇక్కడ పాస్ అయితే చేస్తాను. అండ్ ఇక్కడ స్క్రీన్ ఆప్షన్స్ వచ్చేసి హెడర్ షోన్ని ఫాల్స్ పెట్టేసా. వాట్ డస్ దిస్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ మీన్స్ అంటే కనుక, హెడర్ మనకి బై డిఫాల్ట్ స్టాక్ నావిగేటర్ హెడర్ అయితే ప్రొవైడ్ చేసిద్ది, నథింగ్ బట్ బాక్స్, సమ్ బాక్స్ హెడర్, నథింగ్ బట్ ఒక విత్ కస్టమ్ డిఫాల్ట్ హైట్తో ఒక హెడర్ అయితే చేసిద్ది. మనం ఇక్కడ యూఐ అనేది కస్టమ్ యూఐ బిల్డ్ చేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి, సో మనకి హెడర్ వద్దు కాబట్టి, సో అందుకే ఐ జస్ట్ సింప్లీ కెప్ట్ ఫాల్స్, సో దట్ ఇది ఒక బూలియన్ వాల్యూ అయితే తీసుకుంటుంది, నథింగ్ బట్ ట్రూ. మీకు హెడర్ కావాలి అంటే ట్రూ వాల్యూ పాస్ చేయండి, వద్దు అంటే కనుక ఫాల్స్. అండ్ వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు ఇనిషియల్ రౌట్ నేమ్ మీన్స్, యాజ్ I said initially it will entry point will be app.js only. సో app.js లోపల మనం ఏం కాల్ చేస్తున్నాం, యాప్ నావిగేటర్ని కాల్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో ఈ కంపైలర్ అనేది యాప్ నావిగేటర్ లోపలికి వెళ్ళింది. అండ్ ఇక్కడ మీరు ఇనిషియల్ రౌట్ నేమ్ అని పాస్ చేసి, ఇక్కడ మీరు ఏ ఫైల్ నేమ్ యొక్క అయితే పాస్ చేస్తారో అదే ఫైల్ నేమ్ అయితే ఇనిషియల్గా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయితే అయింది, నథింగ్ బట్ దట్స్ ద థింగ్. ఓకే, టిల్ హియర్ యూ గైస్ గాట్ అన్ ఐడియా, రైట్? నో కన్ఫ్యూజన్. ఓకే, పర్ఫెక్ట్. సో లెట్స్ ఇన్స్టాల్ సమ్ అదర్ ప్యాకేజెస్. Open browser, any browser, it's up to you. So there are few packages we are going to take help of. So first one is like React Native maps basically. So if you see in Rapido app, there are React Native maps we are using, right? So that's why we are going to use React Native maps basically. So if you scroll down, there is a installation instructions. Okay, simply click on this, so it will open like this. And first, it's up to you if you want to go with the npm or yarn, it's up to you. Simply copy this, paste, hit enter. Okay, and scroll down. So this is the iOS setup. Okay, so right now I'm not doing anything in iOS because I'm using Windows. So simply scroll down, and this is the bunch of code we have to add in Android basically. That's it. And if you see here, they have clearly mentioned that your Google Maps API key here. Make sure you need a Google Maps API key. As I have told in previous video, those who haven't watched in previous playlist, like attendance marking app. So basically, you can create a what do we call API key. It's so easy method only. No need to do any payment methods and all. If you scroll down, I guess see, simply click on this thing. Let's say, let me open this one. See, they have already provided. You need to simply log in, create an account with your Gmail account and enable the Google Maps API. Right now I'm already I have a Google Maps API, so for this reason I'm not doing it. Okay, so if you see here, they have already provided the path as well. In Android, first we have to go to Android. Okay, Android, this is my Android folder. What next? App src main. Okay, app src main. What next? In main, there is a Android manifest.xml. We have Android.manifest.xml. Open this and let me close this. So inside the application only, we have to add this code. If you see here, inside the application, we have to add these 3 lines of code. Okay, simply copy this thing and below add this here, and make sure you have to add your API key here. Okay, I'm going to add it. Wait, let me add this code. And so I have added my API key basically. Okay, so make sure you have to add it here, particularly in second line. I'm highlighting here, right? You have to add that key here. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Apart from that, nothing else. There is nothing configuration needed for particularly for Android. Okay, so React Native Maps configuration was done for Android. So what next? We are going to show icons. So we are going to install this React Native vector icons, and same way click on Android setup here. First install this line, React Native vector icons, and after that, and same way they have provided for iOS setup also. Please, if you are using Mac OS setup, please follow this step so you can do it. So here, for particularly for Android setup, what we have to do to make font management smoother on Android, use this method. So instead of these things like so okay, let me tell you this. So you have to manually enter the names here, like what are the icons. Like instead of typing everything, I have a code already. I'm going to provide in description as well regarding that code. Okay, so simply add that code. I'm going to show you as well, like where exactly we need to add that code. Okay, let me get that code first. So yeah, if you see here, let me close this. So what they told, Android, inside Android app, inside app, we have to go to there is a build.gradle. See, inside app, we are in inside app only, and we are getting build.gradle. Don't get confused, like there are 2 build.gradles. One is app level build.gradle and another one is project level build.gradle. But we have to add the code, whatever the code in build.gradle in app level, not in project level. Okay, simply click on this inside app level. If you see, now it's showing single only, but if I collapse this, like open it, I'm getting this build.right. In this here only, I'm going to provide the code in description. Okay, so let me copy paste it here. Nothing but and one more thing, let me make it full screen so that you will get an idea. So what we did, like if you see, this is the same code you can get from dependency also, but the thing is, let me, so one thing, like my mouse is not working properly, so that's why I'm using touchpad. So it's not working properly. So where is this? Yeah, if you see, this is the code project expo vector icon. This is but if you see, there are right now, we can, if you add this code, you can use only material icons or either evil icons, these two only. Okay, so here I have added a maximum number of types here, so that we can take help of these all. So that's the thing, that's it. And simply you can add this code, it remains same for all. Okay, that's the Android setup as well, done for React Native vector icons. Okay, simply close this and close this as well. And one more package we are going to take help of, like a React Native responsive dimensions as well. So for to make a responsive UI, particularly for this package, no need to do any configuration, just simply install this line and you can play around, that's it. paste it and hit enter. And there is a one more package to get the current location. Basically in Rapido App, initially we have to get the user current location, right? So for this reason, React Native get location. Because what was the previous package we have used? React Native get location only, I guess. Get location service, yeah. Geolocation service, I guess. Yes, geolocation service. So this is the package, most preferred one. Simply install this line. And simply click on setup here, and this is for iOS setup. And for Android, there are a few things we have to add basically in build.gradle file, and there are permissions, two permissions we have to add in Android manifest file. First, let's add the permissions. Okay, simply copy this, okay, and go to Android app, src, main, Android manifest, and upper. If you scroll up, by default we are already using internet, right? Without internet this app won't work, so that's why by default also like a React Native framework provides this line. Now simply paste the lines which you copied from here. After this we have to add this much of code. Override following, so let's add this code. Let me close it and build.gradle file. I guess this is the one. Ext is so we particularly for this much of code you have to open project level build.gradle, okay? And here if you see build script, we have to add, this is the line we have to add basically. Simply copy this line, that's it. And so yeah, mostly our configuration was done for get geolocation service as well, nothing but get the current location from the user. So right now these are the packages we are going to take help of. If further we need any package, we can install it later, okay? So right now what we have to do is like simply enter cd Android, so that we can go to Android directory, and inside Android directory let's run this command dot Gradle build. So we did some changes in the Gradle files, right? So that it will install what are the required dependencies. Let me correct this spelling here, build, and hit enter, okay? It will take some time, so I'm going to pause this video after once everything was done. So right now it's installing the Gradle dependencies, nothing but, okay? Once it's done, let's run the emulator and let's build the splash screen, okay? So if you see here right now, my app is started working fine. And one more thing I just want to inform you guys, like if you properly see this React Native setup now, they have changed this. Before it was like OpenJDK 11 they are using, but right now it's updated to JDK 7, so it's throwing some error. Just try to run this command. So this is the command, I'm going to provide it in description, okay? Just run this command, and after then only you can able to run the emulator your app, otherwise it's going to throw an error, okay? So yeah, almost you all for you guys also it's working fine, right? Then let's build the splash screen first. Style equals to lex of 1, so that it will occupy the whole space, and background color of red. I just want to show you that how much space. If you see, it's occupied the whole space, right? Perfect. I want to keep it as white only, and justify content center, align items, provide also center. If you see right now, my text exactly in center position, right? Let me format this. These are the stylings which I have provided here. Instead of this text, I want to provide image. Okay. So right now I don't have any image here, so we'll get from the browser only. Rapido icon. Yeah. Simply click on this, copy image address. Okay. Make sure to copy image address. Instead of this, I want to show an image, right? So image, let me import from React Native here, and instead of this text, so it's a clothing tag only, and source, we have a URI, right? So URI, and simply paste that URI here. If you see right now, you cannot see this. As I said before, right? If you're getting the image from the if you're trying to show the image from the URM means it won't show you, because it don't know proper path like a length and width, so that we have to pass style equals to, I'll say height of 100, just to check really we are getting or not. You see right now we are getting the image, but I want my image to be pretty much bigger. What we can do is like 300 we can pass. Okay, let me width of auto, will pass auto then. Okay, auto is not working, then what we can do is like 100%. I just want to be, yeah, right now you can able to see the image, right? But I don't want to be my image that much big. 250, and there is a property called resize mode, so that it will fit into the contain. Yeah, right now it's fine. And I don't want status bar as well. I don't want to show any status bar in my splash screen. So how can we remove it? Means first import a status bar here. Now you can change the background color if you want. Let's say just to show you that, see right now my status bar color changed, right? Perfect. I'll say there is a, yeah, hidden. If you see right now it's hidden. There is a camera, right? So that's why it's showing a black color. That's it. We have successfully hidden. By default, if you pass hidden means it will consider like a boolean value true. Okay, no need to pass hidden equals to true like that. Now my requirement is like after 2 seconds I want to navigate from this screen to home screen. Okay, so let's do that. Let's import use effect, as I said before as well. What's the exact requirement of use effect? And yeah, set timeout for sure, because we have to stop the screen for a couple of minutes, right? So yeah, let's pass your time first. Let's say 3 seconds. 3000 means 3000 milliseconds. That's it. and let's remove this input here because it's empty dependency only. And navigation we'll get from, you can directly get, because we are passing the splash we have initiated in the routes, right? If you see in app navigator we have already initiated splash, so you can access the navigation through as a prop set navigation. And navigation dot replace, why I'm using replace means if user after navigating to home screen, if user clicks on back again, we don't want to show this splash screen again, we want to remove this, so that's thing. I'll say home. Now you can ask me where exactly you're getting this name means. I'm getting this name from here, home. We have passed, right? And if you see right now it's directly navigated me to, let's see, after 3 seconds it will directly navigate me to home screen. Perfect. So yeah, done. Splash screen work is done. So let's work on home screen as well. Right now in this video we are not going to get the user's current location. Let's focus on to show the map particularly. Okay. So before that style, I'm writing in inline styling only, but you can go with outline styling. Okay, style sheet basically you can write here, nothing but I'll say flex of 1 and background color of red, just to show you that it's occupied whole space. That's it. See, and till the UI thing, UI building, what I'm going to do, go to app navigator and instead of splash I'm going to call home directly until the home screen UI done. Okay, so even if you reload to check also, it will open home screen only. Okay, so now instead of this I want to show Google Maps here. So now you can ask me like where exactly we'll get the code means. We have already set up, right, configuration, everything. We can get React Native maps, click on this and simply click on import this line and simply copy this line just to check like really we are getting map or not, or are we getting any issue, something like that. Okay, let's pass style to check. I'll say flex of 1 I want to show right now to check, like if you see right now we are getting map and we are getting this location. By default these are static values. Okay, and if you see in Rapido UI we have to show locators, like nothing but markers and these things and all, right? Okay, and there is a one more called provider and provider for this. So a lot of members have doubt like why exactly provider Google. If you see in code also you will get a provider Google here. If you let me tell you the difference between why we exactly this provider. If you like, what do we call, if you use this line now, even in iOS also it will show Google Maps only. But if you remove this line, what happens is that by default it considers like for Android it's going to show the Google Maps, and for iOS it's going to show the Apple Maps, nothing but. Okay, you got an idea, right? So let me explain it in Telugu as well. సో ఇక్కడ మనం ప్రొవైడర్ గూగుల్ అని ఇవ్వడం వల్ల ఏంటి అంటే కనుక, సో ఈ లైన్ మనం మెన్షన్ చేయడం వల్ల కోడ్లో iOS డివైసెస్లో కూడా మనం గూగుల్ మ్యాపే చూపించవచ్చు మన యాప్లో. ఓకే, ఒకవేళ ఈ లైన్ అనేది రిమూవ్ చేసేస్తే సో బై డిఫాల్ట్ ఏమైంది అంటే కనుక, సో ఆండ్రాయిడ్ డివైసెస్లో ఇట్స్ గోయింగ్ టు షో గూగుల్ మ్యాప్స్ అండ్ iOS devices flow, it's going to show Apple Maps. But right now my requirement is like I want to show Google Maps only in all devices. So let me keep it only. And right now if you see here, there is no pointer like where exactly I am. Okay, to show that instead of marker you can say show my, not show my location, shows user location. Yeah, so load this and let's check. We'll do one thing, show my location button as well. I'm going to enable it. There is a pointer exactly. Okay, what we are going to do, so in the next video we are going to implement the UI thing. Nothing but we are going to show a search bar here on the first box, and in second box we are going to show the take the value from the destination from the user. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this video, and I'll same way I'll push this code to GitHub, so please go and access it. And so yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye now.